worst you guys seen?
No. He's too young to be the worst we've seen. He's just too young. The problem is that he enjoys it. None of this, it reduces it, but it doesn't reduce it that much because he likes it. Why would he stop doing, let me get in a fight with that guy, if he likes to fight? the fight, not to fight. And he does. You see his tail? Okay, let's go. 11-month-old Cane Corso. This dog's ancestors come from Roman war dogs. The problem is this dog's owners are not trying to take over Germania. They're just trying to live a peaceful life. But we are going to give this dog a little bit of a war today, Prince and I both. We are not going to put up with the nonsense. And you would expect a war dog to not give up a fight, correct? You would expect a war dog to enjoy the fight a little bit. That's what they're made for. And that's what's going to happen today. This guy enjoys the fight, quote unquote fight, a little too much. That doesn't mean we don't need to have the fight. And you're going to see it start right here when he starts to jump on me. I am not obligated to let a dog launch itself at me. Watch, look at the freeze frame, and this is going to get a little worse with every jump. Now he leaves his feet, trying to get to my chin with that lick. I'll talk about that in a minute. And then the worst jump right here, a jump right into me right there. And now the fight begins. Why do I say it's a fight? Because it's a bit of a fight. He's used to getting away, and I go, that's not how this goes anymore. Okay, now look at his tail. A tail cannot possibly go faster than that. This dog's down. He's ready for it. That doesn't mean we don't have it. This doesn't mean he enjoys it. It just means he's stimulated. We have to do this. I'm not obliged or obligated to go, oh, you launch yourself at me? I'm going to train a sit. I'm going to condition a sit before the jump, and I'm going to give you treats for it. I'm not obliged to do that when a dog launches itself at me. And I'm not doing anything, by the way. He's rearing up. He's laying down. I'm simply holding the dog till the dog hopefully at some point goes, well, that wasn't worth it. The jump on that guy simply wasn't worth it. Then it transfers to the jump on the owner simply isn't worth it. Now watch this. I don't know if a dog can possibly even lick faster than that. Was right there. This guy's brain, he's 11 months old, his brain is somewhere else. So we've got war dog, we've got 11-month-old where his brain's somewhere else. We've got all these things going on that I'm trying to diagnose at the moment. Going, okay, he's got a prong on, by the way. So I have got to get this prong collar off. You're going to hear me talk about that. But he's got a lot going on. Young dog, any animal in the first 10th of their life, their brain is being formed and they don't know their way in the world. We have to show this guy his way in the world. This is the nicest thing I can possibly do right now. Doing treats with this guy is the meanest thing I can possibly do to this dog. This is the nicest thing I can do to him. I'm barely even touching him. I'm calming his brain because his brain can't calm himself. Putting a dog on their side is rarely a punishment. It is, or I don't use it as a punishment. I don't use it out of anger, and I'm not angry in any way. You're going to see me talk to this guy. Now you see that little jump right there? You're going to see that jump later on Prince. That little hit with that leg, with his front leg. He's testing his limits in the world. He's saying, I can launch at this guy. I can't launch at this guy. Now I'm talking to him. I'm telling him what a good boy he is. And then he's going to throw a jump in there. If you say, oh, Joel, you were mean to him. Well, I wasn't mean to him enough because he keeps jumping. He's not learning. Look at this. Keeps jumping. Now we're going to go to original audio, and then we're going to get back to it. Look at his tail. He loves it. He loves the fight. We got to get him to not love the fight. Okay? That's what we got to get. Look at his tail. This is the most exciting thing he's got going on, is this fight. This can't be a fun thing for him. His launch at people has a reinforcement history that is very high. We need to get the launch at people to have a less high reinforcement of history and a little bit of a history of corrections. I am barely touching him. Look at my back arm. Barely. I'm barely touching the guy. I'm waiting for him to give up the fight. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Nobody can expect to be launched at and then use treats to fix the behavior. That is silliness. That is weakness. That is why dogs are being put down and biting children in society. And I'm over it. I'm over this being looked at as mean to a dog. The trainers that do not do this, that do not show the dog their place in the world and try to use treats and talk about management, they don't work with these dogs. They don't get results with these dogs. Look at his tail. He likes it. We have to have this fight so that he likes it a little bit less. You cannot launch yourself at people. People will do something. You cannot go in the street and punch people. You might get punched back. It is the way of the world. It is the way that young organisms learn their way in the world. He has a genetic makeup that is difficult, and this is the way you help these dogs. He is no worse for wear. One of the definitions of punishment is if the behavior decreases. The behavior has barely decreased, but it has decreased. That jumping on me did get better. Now he's meeting Prince. Looking good with Prince. Prince is going to do the exact same thing that I did. You're going to see it in about 2 minutes. He knows, and I didn't know that. If you really watch Prince closely interact with this guy, it's almost the exact same thing I did, but better. Prince knows what's up. Prince knows better than I know, because Prince doesn't follow society and think that this dog needs positive reinforcement. Prince is a dog who understands what another dog needs. Now to original audio. He needs to get a little, we need the roughness to happen with Prince, because it's going to be a similar roughness. It would also be really good if he lost a little battle, which I think we're going to have. It would be good. He needs to lose battles. Yeah. Dogs, people, pinnings. It would be really good for him. You can't let this Cane Corso grow up to think he's the biggest, baddest dog. Prince loves this dog. I love this dog. That's why I want him to go through life and be a stable, well-balanced, happy, non-aggressive dog. And we have to show this guy that he is not the biggest, baddest dog in the world. And he doesn't think it, but he's only 11 months, and you can see little traces of it. The jumps on me, the mount almost right there. He's 11 months old. All bets are off at 1.5 years unless we do some of the things that I'm talking about in this video, and unless I do it and then the owners do it a little bit. So you're going to see Prince get pretty rough with him here in a minute. I want you to watch it. You're also going to see something right now. Watch his ears as he looks at me. Pinned ears, submissiveness while he looks at me. That is mainly from those jumps and those grabs and me being no nonsense with him. So now, fun boy. Now watch this hit right here. Boom. You could actually hear it in real time. Boom. There's like an echo when he does that. And Prince goes, okay. Prince didn't take it personally, but he did say, I realize how physical you are, so I know that you can take what I'm about to do to you. That's what Prince, it was right after that hit, Prince said, okay, let's do this. In the same way, the jump on me, I said, okay, let's do this. He wants it. He wants it and he needs it. So Prince said, okay, we will do this. Plus, both Prince and I knew, and I hate to just be like, oh, me and Prince, but we're a team and we both sort of know these things about dogs. The thing we both know is he has a lot of energy. You could see it in those licks, in that tail, in the fast twitch. He needs a lot. That almost looked like fast motion, the way Prince jumped. They're both in fast motion. Prince is like, okay, I'm going to match your energy. So we both knew that this guy has all this fast twitch muscles to get out. Okay, and that's why he's, in part why he's coming to me, and that was a lot of what I told them. But he needed to be put down, quote unquote, by Prince and learn. Now they're best friends. They're buddies. Prince actually really likes this dog. If you watch close, he licked him up. He licked his face up top. He did a play bow, and then he said, okay, we'll get rough. Prince basically said, I'll give you what you want. That's what I said too. It was giving him an outlet for that fast twitch muscle stuff while at the same time teaching him boundaries in that holding of him. Now watch him right here. This is how you know the Prince corrections got through. As Prince kind of goes at him, look at his ears pinned and go away. For one of the first times, he's a little bit submissive. And that's such a good thing for this dog to be submissive to dogs. And He respects like physicality and he respects dominance. And I don't think he quote unquote respects much more than that at this age. Like that's his language. He's going to do a face dive right into the pool because he's a young dog and this is what young dogs do. They got to explore the world, figure things out. So you're going to see me switch gears a little bit with this guy. You're going to see him smack his head on my desk so hard, and you're going to see the pain tolerance of this dog. You're also going to see me switch gears and deal with his wiggly wormness a little bit differently. The only offense that has gotten him to be grabbed by Prince or myself is the offense of jumping on us or hitting us. That's it. Wiggly worms don't get you grabbed. Being a normal puppy doesn't get you grabbed. There is an equal and opposite reaction when you launch yourself at a dog or a person, and that's what he learned today. And you're going to continue to see that, but you're going to see a little different method. Now, look at him with White Dog. He looks great. He's a good boy, enjoys dogs. Hopefully that continues. So now I'm just talking to him, being sweet to him. He's a little wiggly worm. And then you're going to see him hit his head on the desk. And I want you to watch the owner when he does that. I'm going to leave the sound in for you. So why am I leaving this in for you? Because if you hit your head like this, you would be crying on the ground. It's going to be right there. Smacks his head. Look at the owner. The owner's like, oh my gosh. He doesn't care. I didn't even stop talking because I knew he didn't care. I knew he wouldn't care. If you think that what I did to him is mean, watch him hit his head on that desk and realize it doesn't matter to him. All right, now you're going to see some original audio and me deal with him a little bit differently. That's our good boy. We have to start the process of getting these little wiggly worm fights out of him. But we can't do it without the exercise. He's just got too much like pent up energy. So what I do is he's got a routine, right? Yeah. He takes and he does his paw and then he touches the leg. So the first thing he does is lie down and kind of lie on your leg. So I'm moving everything. I'm not letting him touch me. I'm leaving him on an island. Then we have to break these patterns, right? He goes, I do this, they do this. They grab my collar, I do this, they let go. And part of the pattern of this is taking the leash and pawing it, and then us doing this with the leash. So I'm just trying to like break these patterns in his brain, in his young brain. It's very important to break patterns. You wanna go play? You wanna go run around? Huh? Oh, you got big teeth. So there can be the fight. There can also be just a sort of a let him do his thing, but don't even engage with him. Don't do the normal stuff. Then you come down, then you do this, and he does this. Then you don't let him touch him. And like sort of everything is just like, he just doesn't get any benefit out of it. Till he's calm. Get closer, Carly. Till he's calm. Then this paw comes up, then I move everything away. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's subtle, but it's like high level sort of animal knowledge or animal behavior. To where then I'm not saying you've never pet him when he's calm, but you can't have a fight every time. It's not fun. Yeah. There's our good boy. Bro. He needs that. He needs this fight though, man. It's too much. He's a big game player. This is all normal dog stuff. Until we get here. So then he tries to take his back leg, tries to get it up in there. And we're just changing routines, changing patterns. Till this is a not enjoyable experience, which it is right now, right? He's trying to flip. It's normal and natural for a dog to learn that if they launch themselves at people or dogs that there are consequences. My consequences were just a little bit on the punishing side of neutral. It could possibly almost even have been neutral. He did not care that much. That doesn't mean it wasn't worth doing it, because I can promise you the other methods to deal with it would have been on the side of reinforcing, and we want it just barely on the side of punishing from neutral. Now he's better. He's doing better. He's a wiggly wing dog, young dog who learned a lot this session. You're going to see me do this final talk to these folks. I hope this video has helped you. If it has, subscribe to the channel. Nature's good. We just hope we keep the same nature at a year and a half. Yeah. So there's these markers, like a year's a big marker. I think he'll be fine through a year. He's just happy-go-lucky enough. He likes dogs enough. He likes people enough where you're going to really be fine. At a year and a half is when you might start seeing like more protection. They really grow up at a year. They're like an adult at a year and a half. You might see that cane corso protection kick in, of which you want to be careful of and mindful of. You might see that sort of dominance towards you kick in at a year and a half. There's no more flyby jump hits, then jump away. We will get you. You saw when we were trying to pursue, I didn't say call his name. I'm like, we're getting him. You go this way, we're getting you. I didn't ask him anything. Why didn't I ask him? You say his name a lot. Oh, by the way, our appointment's probably here. You say his name a lot. I say his name none, because he doesn't respond to it. He doesn't really care, especially in that mindset. So we got to stop talking to him. We got to speak with actions.